It's Dance Party Monday. How are you doing? Hey girl, I'm Jackie, co-founder of Plant Chicks. I hope you're doing great today. Listen, I want to talk to you about mindset. What are you passionate about? What do you aspire to be, or what do you aspire to do? Marcia and I, we love health and wellness, and this is something we have to show up every day. And sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes we just want to lay down. We don't want to go to the gym. We don't want to eat the next right thing. But you know what? Most of the time we do that, most of the time. If you saw our stories yesterday, I'm in Athens, and we went downtown, and there's a place called Cinnaholic, and they have all these vegan, amazing cinnamon buns. And guess what? I had a little. I had a couple bites of 2 different ones. But this is not my norm. So most of the time I'm showing up, or we're showing up, eating foods that are nourishing and healing to the body, getting the workouts in, getting enough sleep, doing the right thing, but it's not always the easy thing to do. So let's talk about mindset. Actually, one other thing, we're also writing a book. We are also writers. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about those. And let me ask you, so we get a lot of women who come to us and they are talking weight loss. So let's look at that. So people come to us with weight loss. They want to lose weight, and then they get all these different programs, like they'll get some of our Plant Chicks programs, they'll get something from the vegan bundle that they got last week, or maybe even they choose to do Prolon, and they're like, but I've got these parties coming up, so I can't do it on this day. Let's look at me. I'm in recovery, and the last Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, it's anniversary night, so there's always desserts there. And literally, I would be eating desserts every night if I allowed myself to do that. I have to think about, what do I want? Is it better for me not to eat the sugar so I don't feed my cancer? Remember, I just got my stitches removed here for my precancerous lesion. Is it more important for me to not eat the sugar this one time? It doesn't mean I have to do it every single time, but is it more important for me to not eat the sugar so I don't get the cancer recurring? Or am I going to go ahead and feed those cancers? These small incremental steps are crucial, you guys, in maintaining your path to health and wellness. One of the common things that we hear with Prolon fasting mimicking diet is, there's so few calories. It's anywhere between 700 and 11 or 1200. And they're like, people are like, I'm gonna starve. Even Gwyneth Paltrow, there's a new docuseries on Netflix, her Goop docuseries, and she does Prolon. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so hungry. And she even is doing the Prolon fasting mimicking diet. She's like, I'm so hungry. But let me tell you, when you put that in your mindset that you're going to be hungry, you're going to go without, then that's what your body's gonna do. But if you go into something knowing, like weight loss, I'm going to do this program, I'm not gonna eat the desserts this month for anniversary night, I'm going to follow Prolon fasting mimicking diet for 5 days, and I'm gonna make it through. You guys, I literally have done Prolon probably about 5 or 6 times. And look, I'm here, I'm living. I made it. Oh yeah, I made it. But that's the thing, you guys. But did you die? No, you didn't. You're actually doing well. You're thriving. You're feeling good. You're feeling great. And that is the important thing to remember. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger. Kind of kidding, but you get the gist. So taking these small incremental steps is really, really key. If you think about an ice cube, so you're sitting in a room and it's 28 degrees in the room. You've got an ice cube there. Goes up a temperature, goes to 29. You're still cold, you still have the ice cube, still sits doing the same thing, right? Go up another degree, 30 degrees, still there, what's happening? 31, you go up 1 more degree. Huh, what's happening? Is it start to change a little bit? Nope, 32. And now look, you move 1 degree, and you were moving 1 degree before that. But now at this 1 degree, you finally have this miraculous change, and it's starting to melt. And this is the thing, when you do these small incremental steps, day after day after day, finally you're going to get to a point where the heavens open up and all the magic happens. All right, let's look at another example. Say you go to the doctor and your doctor says, you know what, I really think you need to eat more plants, eat a predominantly plant-based diet, or eat plant-based. Or maybe you watched a documentary, you saw Game Changers, you saw What the Health, you saw Forks Over Knives, you saw something, you read a book, and you're really, really interested in learning more about this plant-based diet. But you're like, how do I do this? And then you also start thinking, well, you know what? My culture, I can't do this. Like, we eat fried foods all the time. We have rice and beans and meats and chicken. Like, we have meatloaf every night. We do whatever. Like, your culture, your customs, your traditions, they don't align with a plant-based diet. So you start coming up with all these excuses and you're like, I can't do this. Guess what? These are excuses. That's it. Excuses. Stop the madness. All right, let's shift gears here. Let's look at your mindset. Why are you wanting to eat more plants? Is it for your health? Longevity? Did your doctor tell you? Is it the trend? You're just interested? What's your why? All right, after you determine your why, after you decide why you want to eat more plants, let's start making small steps, small processes to get you to eating more plants. There's so many ways to go about this. You could try eating vegan or eating plants for breakfast, and then the rest of the day you open it up. You could look at adding more plants to each of your meals. You could do VB6, vegan before 6. You could do meatless Mondays. There's a variety of ways that you can incorporate more plants into your life. And then boom, you take these small incremental 1 degree steps, just like we talked about with the ice. And then pretty soon, and this could be next week, next month, next year, 10 years, whatever the case may be, but eventually you're gonna be eating a predominantly, if not a 100% whole food, plant-based diet. And I have to say, this is also where coaching can come in very, very handy, or maybe going on an immersion. Now think about it. Athletes, the best athletes, they have multiple coaches, not only for their sports, but also for their mindset, they have nutrition coaches. They've got so many different coaches. You look at some really powerful CEOs, they have business coaches, they have professional coaches. And this is the same thing for you. This might be a good investment for you, is to invest in a coach to hold you accountable. And that can be really super powerful. Another thing is going on an immersion. An immersion is a vacation or education without distraction, you guys. It's the best thing that you can possibly do. Last year when we went to Costa Rica, one of the women she actually just had graduated with her master's in nutrition, one of her comments after the immersion was, wow, I had no idea how easy a plant-based diet was. So when you're on an immersion, you are basically living that whatever you're wanting to create. So we do these plant-based immersions, right? We're doing the immersion into plant-based nutrition in Costa Rica in May. But you go there, you're not at work, so you're not tied to your computer, to your phone, to whatever, and you're able to listen, you're able to be fully present. We do talks, we do lectures, we work out, it feels good, you sleep, everything feels amazing, and all of this delicious food is brought to you. And you see, by eating more plants, you're like, I'm actually full. I feel really good. I'm actually sleeping better. Like, so many things start to happen, but this is also your mindset, where your mindset starts to improve, and you can see that you're able to take these small steps, and these are things that you can implement into your daily life. It's so incredible, you guys. So Marcia and I we're doing really good on our health and wellness lifestyle. We eat predominantly plants, if not 100% whole food plant-based. Like every once in a while, like I did yesterday, I had the Cinnaholic, which was a vegan cinnamon bun with all kinds of sugar in there. But these are things that are happening less and less and less. And over time, it just happens. Like all of a sudden, I'm just not craving sweets like I did before. And I have to also give a shout out to Prolon, because when I did Prolon, that's when it nipped my sweet butt it just nipped it in the bud, right? Is that the saying? But it's crazy. Like I literally would have eaten those entire Cinnabuns, and they're huge, but I could have eaten the whole thing and probably gone in on the second one if I hadn't had done Prolon. Like right now, I just don't have a sweet tooth. And I really do credit that to the Prolon fasting mimicking diet. So our health and longevity, that part of our journey is on course. That's why we're sharing it with you. And we absolutely love it and we feel good and it's amazing. But one of the things that I'm personally struggling with that I have to really focus on and make sure I'm doing is this writing a book. Like I have to sit down and write every day. I have to time block it into my calendar. And let me tell you, social media, that's part of my job, but I can get sucked in and spend too much time on social media. So I actually have to put the phone down, turn everything on Do Not Disturb, and start writing. So stay tuned and watch for our book that will be launching hopefully in the next year. But this is one of the things where this is a work in progress and we have to constantly keep doing the thing that doesn't feel good. And for you, it might be in your health and wellness journey, but it's a process. It takes time and you have to keep practicing those behaviors. And then eventually it does become like second nature, just like our journey has with whole food, plant-based nutrition, the Plant Chicks lifestyle. Writing is going to become second nature for me pretty soon too, because I'm taking that next right action. I'm doing the writing and it feels good. So girl, just like the ice cube, it takes a while. It can take weeks, months, years for you to start noticing progress. And remember, it's progress, not perfection, but keep taking the next right step to get you where you want to be with weight loss, with health, with anti-aging, writing a book, whatever it might be. But remember that why and remember to start taking the next right action. It's so easy to fall back into that lazy mentality or whatever that not healthful mentality is. Super easy. That's a natural one because you've got less barriers that way. You've got to force yourself and eventually over time, it's all going to happen. And if you need something to kickstart you, like to decrease your sweet tooth, to jumpstart you onto your weight loss plan, whatever it is, try a Prolon fasting mimicking diet. Try coming to an immersion to see how easy it is and how good it feels to eat a plant-based diet, to live the Plant Chicks lifestyle. But whatever you do, make sure you show up, have a smile on your face, feel that energy, because you guys, it really does feel good. I hope you enjoyed this, and let's see. Let us know what you're working on. We want to hear from you. And if you are in the need, or if you want to look into coaching, we do coaching. You can also talk to any of your other people. There's so many people on social media because if you don't vibe with us, let me tell you, there's a bazillion other coaches out there. But if this is something you're really interested in doing, we'd love to talk to you, get you on a discovery call. Also, ladies, if you're on Facebook, head over to the Plant Chicks Tribe, request to join. We empower, educate, inspire you wherever you are on your plant-based journey. And we just encourage you to eat more plants. We don't have any kind of judgment and we just like to have fun. And tag us if you're doing any of these dance parties. All right, girl. Have a great day. Happy Monday. And don't forget to rock out with the rock out.